I'm being evicted, and I have to leave by the end of June. I have my family here, I have my friends here. I've been here for 47 years. I expected to be here for the rest of my life. I love New York. I'm very sad to have to leave it.
What's going on there?
I know. Hi guys.
Hello.
I didn't even lock my door. Come on. That's Nico. And then I have my other two guys that are down there.
Just like this?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And they're very friendly. Yeah, I put them up there all the time. So they sort of just hang with me.
That's amazing.
And they eat with me. He comes over and he eats his meals with me.
Wow.
My name is Gayle Balcon, and I'm a jeweler. I've been a jeweler for 35 years. I'm a painter also, and I came to New York in 1977.
Is this the original when you moved in?
No, this is mine. I brought it. There was nothing when I moved in. It was empty, totally empty loft. It was a cold water flat. Being a student at the Art Students League, I met this French girl who had this loft. She was going back to Paris. He said, "Do you want my loft?" I said, "Oh, I'd love it." We ended up meeting the landlord. It was $200 a month at the time, and it was a totally empty space.
That's delicious.
Yeah, it's really good coffee. I grew up in Toronto, Canada. I was going to the Ontario College of Art, and they had an off-campus study program in New York City. There were 6 people from the art school who came to New York, and we had a studio at 26th and 6th Avenue. We had the top floor, I think it was like 8,000 or 10,000 square feet. It was huge. And then I went to the Art Students League. That's how I ended up in New York. I found my place 6 months after I moved here. I lived on Broome and West Broadway, above Kenny's Bar or something. I lived there for 6 months. And then, like I said, I met this girl who had this loft that she was leaving, and I sort of jumped into it, and I've been here for 47 years.
Can we do one where you're holding one of your birds?
Sure. A lot of the beautiful things that I have accumulated in my life is through trade.
Say hi.
I traded for Tika, my African gray. I traded some jewelry for him. We bought Joey, we bought him with a female. His mate, she got a cut in her breastbone and she ended up dying, unfortunately. When Tika's mate passed away and he bit all his feathers on his breast, we decided to get him a partner, and we got Nico, and they live together and they love each other. Step up. Step up. It's my little crew. Oh, my dog. She should be here.
Oh yeah, she should.
Okay. Good girl. My dog, Shanti, who's over there, she's been with me 14 years. She stayed down in Virginia when my husband was alive all the time with him, so she would have the run of the place. And she's been my little soul partner. We have a contract that she's going to live to be 20, and when she reaches 20, then we're going to renew it to be 30. So, you know, we hope that will last. Yeah, so my animals they're part of my family. They roam my place. They've very little in their cage. They go in their little houses at nighttime to go to sleep, and otherwise they're always out.
Can you guys like look towards each other? Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, look, let's see. Wow.
Oh.
Where are you going? They helped me go through the time that my husband had passed away. See, Shanti. I couldn't have a nervous breakdown because I would have to look after them, so I figured, you know, just keep it together. It used to be one of the richest streets when New York first started, and then it got turned into a dentist row. And the dentists left, turned into the Bowery Bums. And that's when it got a real bad reputation, and it was like a really deserted derelict area. But us artists wanted the place, the space and everything, so we took our chances. Till 1990, it was empty and it was wonderful. You could walk out of your house and there was nobody there. It was great. There was no name for the neighborhood. Eventually they named it NoHo, being north of Houston, like Soho is south of Houston. And the picture above the Volkswagen is my late husband cutting coins outside Marty's on Lafayette. It used to be like a junk store with guitars and instruments and clothes and a bunch of stuff, and they pushed him out, of course, too. He was one of the greatest people in the neighborhood. My late husband always said that Manhattan was a city for the rich. I've been very lucky because I have been on rent stabilization with the Loft Board, and they have regulated the rents. I always loved my loft. I was very fortunate that we were here at the right time to get it. And with the landlords these days, seeing that we put so much energy and work into our lofts, they want to kick us out. And this is my situation right now, as being evicted after being here 47 years. I was sued for 2 years, and the first year I was here for 6 months, and the second year my husband passed away. I have a little piece of land in Virginia that my husband was living on. The person who owned the building sued me 6 months afterwards for non-primary residence because I had to deal with my husband's death and a lot of situations down there. So we went to court for 2 days, and her lawyer submitted $150,000 worth of lawyer's fees, and they could confiscate my land if I didn't pay it. So I decided to make a deal and say, I'll drop my appeal and you drop your lawyer's fees and I'll be out of here in 4 months. I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss just everything. I thought I was here till I die, but you know, I'll be somewhere else when I die, I guess. I always wanted to have an unconventional life. I could never work 9 to 5. I could never get up at 8 or 7 in the morning and go to work and have a job. I've been doing Renaissance festivals. I went around and I did Grateful Dead shows. The judge, in her decision, had written that she doesn't understand unconventional ways of life, which most artists do have. I put this place together. We made this street what it is. We made everything what it is. Nobody wanted it. And I feel very resentful at the fact that this is the way I'm leaving. If it was my own accord, that would be different, but it's not. I've decided not to look for a place in Manhattan because I'm not going to be able to afford it. And if I can't live here on my street that I've been in, I don't really want to live in the city. This is what it looks like when an artist is evicted from their house, and all the boxes and empty shelves because everything's in here, and all my tools are in the boxes. And yeah, it's a very sad situation with the artists in the city. Yeah, it's a hard thing. It's very difficult. I'm a single woman. There's a lot to pack up after 47 years. It's disassembling your whole life that you've spent in your home. My loft looked much more beautiful when I was working, when I had all my jewelry out. I'll miss my life, my whole life that I've created in New York City. About 2 months ago, you came to film me. I remember because I had most of my stuff still together in the loft. It looked more like a livable loft than it does now. I have no idea what's going to happen to this loft. I think she's going to renovate it and rent it for an astronomical amount of money, because she did succeed in getting me out, and I imagine that's what she's going to do. If you can't do anything about it, you got to accept it. After I kept taking things off the wall, it just became 4 walls and no personality. And it's just a box that you live in.
Yeah.
With no character, so I think that helped. me release everything in my feelings about being here, because there was nothing really here anymore. I'm gonna pull out tomorrow. It's the 30th, and that's the time I have to be out of here. I had till the end of the month. Well, I'm going to go to Virginia now, and I'm going to set up a beautiful life there, and I don't have to worry about any cameras and people who own the buildings and telling me what to do and when I can come and go and how long I have to be there. And I'm going to grow food, and I'm going to do a lot of health-oriented stuff for myself, for my animals. I'm going to get back into my painting and art and making jewelry. I'm going to set up my workshop, and I'm going to be able to walk my fields and look at the sunsets and be around good people who really care about you and have a nice community. And I'm going to be sad to leave my friends, but my friends will come down and visit me because I know it's a special place.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to reach out to Gayle, her contact information is in the description below. My photographs of Gayle are featured in my upcoming photography book, Artist in Residence, which is my continued documentation of the last generation of artists who live in these incredible loft spaces across New York City, which is slowly vanishing. The best way to support this video series and these photo shoots is to pre-order the book in the description below. Thank you so much to those who've already bought the book. And thank you to those who watch the videos. It really means a lot to me and to the artists featured in them.